Hill, and welcome to the Magic of Joy channel. So today, this is a very important topic we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the important shift we're in, so you can have some perspective on why joy is such an important foundation for all of us right now. We're in the midst of a great and even a massive shift in human life. Our lives will be different in most ways as we shift out of our current, unsustainable, and fear-based system into something new. This is not change for the sake of change, but because if we do not change, we will not survive. Now, when I make this statement, I'm not just, adding disasters. It's not disasterizing. Our current troubled living conditions on Earth are driving the need for change. And it's always been the case that in different times in history, life conditions change, resulting in a need to restructure culture. This is a pattern throughout our history. So this is not our first rodeo, but it may be our most important because we have to change in all the important ways in which we live, personally, materially, socially, and culturally. It's fair to say that everything is on the table, out of necessity, created by the potential for environmental collapse, and it's not far off, and it's not for political reasons, as some would have you think. I cannot stress enough that the change we need is practical, it's not ideological, and it's not political. Because we have a highly complex cultural and economic system, we cannot always see how unsustainable our world has become. Problems can seem anecdotal, and since humans often personalize problems rather than see the systemic causes of problems, we can struggle to get a handle on big issues like environmental ones. Certainly, climate change has been one tip-off that all is not well. The amount of social inequality is also a marker. Our fear-based culture, however, often seems impervious to the accumulating problems as it tackles short-term emergencies and crises. I think it all changed with COVID, not that we weren't in the process of getting there long before. Not only have we seen extremely mixed results in our handling of a global pandemic, but we're seeing the degree to which the system does not work for the average person and the average citizen. In addition, we're seeing the system's fragility and the failures created by a demand-oriented, just-in-time economic system that cannot handle any disruption. We're seeing the weaknesses of capitalism in bold relief. And I think many people realize that we cannot go on this way, that we need a change. This is an especially important time for everyone because although these are challenging times, this is also a time of opportunity. Work has been underway for a long time to create new ways of working and living, very much under the radar. Enough has been done for us to see the possibilities in a new system. This emerging cultural system will foster strong humanitarian values, lower material consumption out of necessity, and also lower social competition, as well as a shift to personal and ecological healing. And although these times can feel stressful, learning more about this shift we're in will help you feel better about the future. And we'll be talking a lot about it on this channel. So, the question we have to ask is, what is driving change? We are on a collision course with reality. We have more than 8 billion people on the planet, and we're expected to grow to about 10 billion this century. That's a lot of people. And there have been reports that that's way beyond what the Earth can sustain from scientists. I don't know what the number is right at this moment. We also have a high-consuming, growth-oriented economic system that rejects limits as part of its ideology. There are limits. For starters, we have only one Earth. Right now, we're not reining in either economic growth or population growth, so our environment is being degraded in many ways, through the heating of the Earth, through the poor water quality, topsoil loss. We're really losing a lot of our topsoil. How are we going to feed people? And this process has been accelerating rather than diminishing. The demands of unlimited growth and the demands of maintaining the structures of a market system are causing us to consume more natural resources than can be regenerated. We're slowly killing the Earth, and we're hurting ourselves in the process. The result is a global perception of and feeling of precariousness and danger that we've never seen before. COVID-19 was a wake-up call to the reality of our precariousness as a shared condition. The objective of our current system is advancement in material well-being through limitless growth. When we're talking about advancement, we're talking about material improvements created by achieving efficiencies in production. When we're talking about efficiency in our current system, what is being referred to is production efficiency, manufacturing efficiency, and competitive efficiency. It is not social efficiency or environmental efficiency or work-life balance. It's important to understand that each cultural system has a specific project or objective. We humans develop new skills and we improve our lives one step at a time through a series of cultural systems. Each one brings us one step closer to creating the beautiful world we dream of. Capitalism's project is progress through material improvements. That is materialism. It's been very successful. It's been very good for us in a lot of ways. That's its focus. And anything other than that, though, is not considered relevant to its particular purpose. And that's why it's so difficult to change the social and ecological inequities and imbalances we all see and now feel through our ecological emergency. The system is organized to serve, preserve, and protect the materialism project. All cultures operate this way. And that's something that most people don't understand, and so they can be frustrated because they don't realize the limitations of every single cultural system. So I'll let you in on a little secret about cultural change. To get a handle on what's going on and what we can do about it, we need to understand some things about patterns of culture. Most people think our culture is meant to meet all of our needs, but that is actually not the case. A cultural system is created to solve a particular problem in our human developmental process, a particular problem related to real conditions in life. So just like we have stages of development in human life, we don't expect a 2-year-old to go to college or get married because they're not at this stage. So it is also with cultural systems. Each cultural system solves a specific problem, and then, because of the problems it creates or changes in the environment and the conditions it's living with, it's replaced by a new system that solves the problems created by the prior one. And we advance our growth as human beings in the process by learning a whole new set of skills. So there is a benign and natural aspect to cultural change that is important to understand. Another aspect of cultural change to understand is that each cultural system embraces strategies that are the opposite of the existing one. So right now we have a global system, and the new culture will embrace more of a bottoms-up localism because it's more ecologically sound. We will need to shrink resource consumption throughout the world, including consumption by our big businesses and organizations. And so we will be embracing small. Many people, including myself, already are. We have our time consumed by a lot of busyness. We will need to reduce and eliminate busyness as we reduce consumption. We won't need to be quite so busy. That'll be nice. We'll be opening up our personal and our social space for new opportunities. And I think it could be a lot of fun. A third consideration is that each culture has either an individualistic or a communal focus. Capitalism is highly individualistic. So our new culture will be communal, along with locally oriented, and that will be much more manageable for most of us. One of the advantages of a communal approach is that sharing can be embraced as a strategy for reducing material usage and consumption, so we can benefit from that. So we'll get into this more as we talk about the importance of joy as a way to transition to a new cultural system and embrace new ways of living. We might as well enjoy the process, and I'm here to help you do that. Cultural change is messy and usually difficult, but holds much promise for improvements in all aspects of life. How would you like to see life become easier and better? How would a foundation and practice to create joy help you get there? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them all. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned more. I hope you've enjoyed learning more about culture and how joy can help you with this cultural shift we're going through. And if you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and loved ones and anyone else you think that could benefit. And don't forget to subscribe. We would love to have you subscribe and become a regular part of the channel. I'll be back soon to give you more information about how joy as a practice and compass can transform your life. And until we meet again, stay well and joyful. Thanks for watching.